Welcome to Traction Control. Today's show is going to be totally different because we're going old school. Well, it's time now to drive the 68 Chevy Impala. Okay, got my seat belt, airplane style. You click it, fasten your seat belts. Here we go. Nice. True American muscle car. Okay, put the AC on. Okay, not that much. And then we're gonna need to release the handbrake, old style. And we're ready to go. I don't know if you can hear the squeaking and the sounds of the AC, but overall this experience is absolutely great. Driving an old school muscle car like this one. Technically it's not a muscle car, it's more of a classic car, but the Impalas have been known to be sporty, especially this model. It's fastback, which means it has nice lines going all the way to the back. So the car I'm driving today is the fourth generation of the Chevy Impala, and Impala of course is the higher grade of Chevy cars. They had the Bel Air, which comes in middle range, and the Biscayne, which was the lower entry level. This one is the top level, the Impala, and this model is the fastback, which has the sporty look. It looks exactly like the SS, the Super Sport, but with the difference of the front grills and the missing SS logo. This car comes with a V8 small block 350 5.7 liter engine. Horsepower, by today, I think many horses have left the stable. 0 to 100. I'm not gonna even try in it. Handling of the car. Well, imagine driving a yacht on the road. It's big, it's huge, and it's fun to drive. American muscle cars or sports car like this one was designed to go in straight line only, not to tackle curves or turns or to handle well. Nope, it was designed to shoot up and give you the straight line feeling. It's not your typical classic Ferrari or Porsche. No, no, no. This car was built in the good old days where engines were big, cars were big, fuel consumption, nobody cared about it because fuel was so cheap at that time. Body design, like I said, long, nice. The lines on it starting from the front to the back, it all measures up nicely. The nice flatness of the rear window going straight to the trunk. It's like going back in time driving this car. Handling, well, it's not that precise or accurate. Suspension, comfort, well, it's nice. It's nice. The seats are big. You're like sitting on your sofa, enjoying your drive. These cars were built to show off the aggressiveness, the looks. You know, it's not those fancy Italian cars that people used to design, the squared Countach or the Ferraris of those times. Nope. This is your typical American car. Big, bulky, and noisy. Imagine yourself driving or cruising down the highway and there's a Ferrari or a Porsche beside you. I bet you people will be looking at this car instead of those. You know why? Because of the styling, the looks, the history, and the love of people of classic muscle cars, American muscle cars. A lot of younger generation enthusiasts are into restoring muscle cars or sports car or classic cars from the 60s and 70s because of their beautiful lining and designs. Though back in those days, they didn't care about aerodynamics, they didn't care about fuel efficiency, they didn't care about anything. The only thing they cared about was how the car looks, performs. That's it. Simple. Looks and performance. Nice features in the car, taking us back to the good old days, is the old school type of air conditioning. Because cars in the 60s, most of them didn't have air cons. So a lot of car companies came up with a simple solution for that. And that solution was the small side vents. If I could manage. See? You turn it and a breeze of cool air comes in, and then you just turn it and voila, it's closed. Driving this car makes me want to own one. I'd like a classic car for myself. Just sit in it, cruise, have fun during the weekends. But the problem is, which car should I choose as my next classic car? Should I go for a big, bulky muscle car like the Impala? Should I go for the most famous classic car, the Ford Mustang, the Camaro SS, the Corvette, the Stingray? A lot of options, a lot of choices. You'd be surprised if you do enough research, you can find yourself the perfect classic car, the American classic car for yourself. Well, it's time now to look at the exterior of the 68 Chevy Impala. You can see the nice wide body of the car that the cars in the 60s and 70s were famous for. You have a nice chrome side mirror with the Chevrolet emblem on it. Coming to the side, we've got the Impala emblem on the side, and of course coming to the 15-inch rims with the Rally custom tire. Coming to the front as well, side indicator and 350 to tell you this car is a small block V8 5.7 350 engine with a 400 transmission attached to it. Coming to the front, classic Chevy, classic car, muscle car, chrome from side to side. The bumper is fully chromed. You've got a nice grille in front as well, the two lights in front, and of course you've got the famous bow tie emblem on the middle, which is of course the Chevrolet. And you can see that's a nice lining of the design. You've got nice grooves going all the way to the end. Big hood to host the small block V8. And let's go to the back now and see more about this car. Of course, this car is a fastback, and you can see the nice curves of the car going downwards. You've got the rear fender bulging up till the end, completing the nice design of classic cars of America in the 60s and 70s. Coming to the back, let's come to the back. We are welcomed with a nice rear bumper, chromed as well, and of course we've got the trademark of the 68, which is the horseshoe lights that this model came with, because all Impalas from 65 till 69 came with different design for each model. Each model Chevrolet used to revise their lights front and back. 68 came with the famous horseshoe. You've got the twin tailpipes, exhaust pipes down, and of course we've got the classic way of refueling back in those days, which is you pop the number down and you've got your fuel tank right here to fill in, and so that's why you don't need to go left or right at the petrol stations. You just got it in the middle. And one of the features that we rarely have in newer cars is a big trunk. Let's see how big this trunk comes with. You can see how huge, enormous, nicely done trunk. You've got the spare tire in the back, and of course enough space to keep your camping stuff. If you want, you can put a tent, all your things here. Kind of miss having a big trunk in a car. And that's the way you close a classic trunk on a 68 Impala. Design looks great. Chevrolet in the back, the nice design in the back. What can you ask for? It's a truly muscle car. Going old school is always nice. I wish that the companies nowadays implement some of the old designs in the new ones. It's time now to come to the interior of the 68 Chevrolet Impala, and like you can see, it's basic, typical of a 60s car. You've got your big speedo. You can see 0 to 120. Of course, it's in miles, done in a nice way. You've got your fuel gauge on the side as well. You've got an empty dial, where usually this dial comes with a clock, but this model didn't come with. And of course the owner of this car added a lot of things to it. Of course he added the air conditioning, because this car doesn't come with aircon. He added a modern stereo CD player for him to enjoy the music. You've got 3 gauges down installed as well. You've got the water temperature, the voltage of the battery, and the oil pressure on the side. Coming to the middle, steering wheel has been changed to a classical steering wheel look with wood trim and chrome in the middle. You've got your tach installed as well to give you your RPMs while you're driving. And of course, if you can notice the basic design of the whole car, that's the way cars were built in the 60s. Dashboard is thick rubber, nice quality, heavy duty. You've got your ignition keys, your lighter over here, your dials for your lights and washers, and of course, if you can notice down, we have the vents for the AC that has been installed. Let's move on to the safety features in this car, because during the 60s not a lot of cars had safety features. Seat belts were not mandatory, it was optional for car manufacturers. So this car comes with an airplane style seat belt. You just click it, fasten your seat belt, and you're ready to go. If we close the door, one of the nice features of older cars is the side vent windows, because like I said, this car didn't come with air conditioning. So all you need to do to operate the side vent is turn the knob, and then cold air can come to you and give you the refreshing air for your drive. And then if you want to close it, you just turn it back and click it to go back. And of course, you've got your handles on the door. And of course, something that newer generation will miss and have no idea what this thing does, it puts the window down. You just turn it and the window goes down and up. And you need more power to push it. 68 Chevrolet Impala, classical car, simply made, simply done, like I said. 60s, 70s cars were all about big styling, big engines in the front, and simplicity in the interior. Like the seats, you can have easily 3 people sitting here, because this car is not the SS. If it was the Super Sport, you would have the racing 2-seating separated seats, but this is the normal Impala, so it comes with the traditional old school GM front seats where you can have 3. So you can have 3 in the front, 3 in the back, 6 people, easy to go, and enough space for more if you squeeze in. So we have the big seats, you can have a lot of people in, 3 people sitting, and of course this is the basic design of the Impala Chevrolet. Gear lever in the steering column, everything is done simple, easy, accessible at any time. You don't need to look for buttons or anything. You've got it, it's straightforward. Ignition, lights, wipers, your lighter, and of course your ashtrays comes with the car. So, what do you think? You like it? So here we had a review of the 68 Chevrolet Impala, the old school edition of traction control. Well, I'm going to be enjoying this ride in the weekend, and I hope you enjoyed this show. Until we meet next time, take care. This is Mohammed Janahi wishing you all the best from Traction Control.